Okay. Music satire. Vespia Nightrose. Angel Sword contest. Okay. I thought this was going to be a character, sort of a promo vid sort of style, but obviously no, it is more part of the Angel Sword contest for Lyrian Chronicles. So let's adjust this. Let's see how this contest entry goes.
Petals fall in the garden of the dead.
Good flow.
Born in light, now I walk with death. Pink hair stained by my sister's breath. Thorns that bind me, roses in my veins. I weave the dead in beautiful chains. Can you hear her calling from the grave?
Normally I'd say you'd need smoother transitions in the earlier part, but I think the static staccato cuts, like sharp, 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 works very well with the off-kilter tone of the theme.
She wants my soul. She wants to reign. I am the rose-grave necromancer, queen of thorns and velvet death. Garden of thorns, where the living come to bloom in death. I am the rose-grave necromancer, breathing life with my final breath. Garden of thorns, in my garden we all die. Beautiful. Veil rot spreads, the world decays. Black roses rise where bodies lay. Staff of bones glows with pink fire. Every soul I take takes me high. I am the rose-grave necromancer, queen of thorns and velvet death. Garden of thorns, where the living come to bloom in death. I am the rose-grave.
There are a lot of fast moments where at the start, that rapid change was perfect. That last section was a little bit too rapidly cut for the pace of the song, I think.
Necromancer, breathing life with my final breath.
But that section there should have been one long scene.
Breathing life with my final breath.
And then a cut to something else.
Garden of thorns, in my garden we all die. Beautiful. Come, walk with me through fields of bone.
Now here it should be much smoother edit cuts, not the same sharp cuts it was doing earlier. This is meant to be a healing section.
Feel the pull, you're not alone. I am the rose-grave
And that cut was about 3 beats too early.
necromancer, queen of thorns and velvet death. Garden of thorns, where the living come to bloom in death. Garden of thorns, we all die.
See, now the cinematic music video is starting to feel more like an anime opening sort of sequence, whereas the music isn't matching because the music is now slow and impactful, but everything's rapid.
Another garden.
good finish, but I probably would have tried putting that a little bit earlier. So the garden hits on the actual starting of the rose. Garden would be once that's broken through. Here. And then cut away. Fade away. Song's solid, got a good beat to it. And the rapid cuts work very good. The early part where it's like the dissonance. But it does need to kind of slow down at the slow parts. And sort of at the celebration afterwards.
Through fields of bone,
It needs to become softer cuts. Or maybe like do a haze effect. Make you like more pleasant. I mean, you get a slight effect of it from when these roses pop up. But it doesn't. And also, with them spinning, a wipe cut would have been the best effect because you're seeing a rotation, scene rotates out effect. I'm not too worried about minor animation glitches. They happen. Especially if they're fast enough that they're not easily spottable. But the change should have been at that point there. You could have had the transition over those beats. And this is just an action sequence, and it's fun, well animated, but it doesn't really match the feel of the music at this point. Go give the original some love. Good song, good animation. Yeah. So this sequence here. The introduction of the monster feels like it's at the wrong point. It should either be a little bit earlier, or it should be on that death is when the monster scene should turn up. That's what I'm saying. It feels like it's rushing through its story a little bit. It's good though. It's very nicely done, animated overall.